Hello and welcome to False Nine, the channel that dissects football with the precision of a Pirlo pass and occasionally the comedic timing of a Phil Jones slide jackal. We make the complicated simple so you can sound like a tactical genius in your group chat. Consider subscribing. It's the football IQ boost you've been looking for, and it's less painful than an ACL rehab. Now, to the topic at hand. Just 50 minutes into his Premier League debut, a new £40 million signing goes down. No contact, just a sudden change of direction. Arsenal's Jurriën Timber is out for the season. Weeks later, in Spain, it happens again. First, Thibaut Courtois, then his teammate David Alaba, then Barcelona's young superstar Gavi, all with the same devastating injury, a torn anterior cruciate ligament. This isn't just bad luck. It's a tactical problem for the entire sport. Today we're breaking down the pressing trap that's snaring players' knees and the high defensive line of fixture congestion that's leaving them exposed. Let's get into it. So, just how bad is it? While long-term data can be messy, the short-term trend is terrifying. The 2023-24 season was one of the worst on record. The Premier League alone saw over 15 ACL injuries, a massive jump from previous years. And here's the first crucial piece of the puzzle. Where did these injuries happen? The answer is overwhelmingly in games. Research shows the risk of an ACL injury is about 20 times higher during a competitive match than in training. That's because matches are where players push their bodies to the absolute limit. Full-speed sprints, desperate tackles, and rapid changes of direction under pressure. Training simply can't replicate that level of uncontrolled intensity. And it's not just one type of player. Look at the victims this season, from 19-year-old phenom Gavi to 31-year-old veteran Thibaut Courtois. From defenders to strikers to goalkeepers, no one is immune. So, if games are the problem, has something changed about the games themselves? The answer is a resounding yes. Modern football is asking more of its athletes than ever before. First, the sheer volume of games. The calendar is more congested than a midfielder's passing lane. Think about it. A top player at a club like Manchester City or Real Madrid is competing in the league, their domestic cup, the Champions League, and then also playing for their national team in qualifiers, Nations League, and major tournaments. Players like Bruno Fernandes and Rodri are regularly playing over 5,000 minutes a season. That's over 55 full games of football. The body simply doesn't have time to recover. If you're enjoying this deep dive into football's biggest issues, you're in the right place. Helping us out is the easiest assist you'll ever make. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It genuinely helps us grow and allows us to keep making content that goes beyond the headlines. Now, back to the crisis. But it's not just the number of games, it's the intensity of them. Data shows the number of sprints per game has increased by over 50% in the last decade. Players are running faster and harder than ever before. It's the high-intensity actions, the explosive accelerations, decelerations, and cuts that place the most strain on the knee joint. This leads to us to the third and perhaps most critical factor, fatigue. When muscles get tired, they fail. Specifically, the hamstrings, which act as crucial stabilizers for the knee, begin to shut down. This is why a disproportionate number of non-contact ACL injuries happen in the final 15 minutes of each half. The player's brain is telling his body to make an explosive movement, but the fatigued muscles can't support the joint, and the ligament gives way. It's a biomechanical breakdown caused by exhaustion. Now, the congested calendar is the gasoline, but certain player factors are the match. Age plays a complex role. For a younger player like Gavi, his incredibly intense all-action style might put him at greater risk in the moment. For an older player like Courtois, the cumulative wear and tear of a 15-year career might be the factor that makes the ligament vulnerable. Look at the career of Hector Bellerin. He was one of the fastest players in the league before his ACL injury at Arsenal. He made it back, but he was never the same player explosively and struggled with related injuries afterwards. Finally,
Biomechanics. Some players naturally have movement patterns that put more stress on the knee, like their knee collapsing inwards, known as valgus. This is a modifiable risk, but it requires specific, individualized training to correct. So, where do we go from here? This isn't a problem without solutions, but it requires a fundamental shift in priorities. First, fixture congestion must be addressed. Governing bodies like FIFA and UEFA have to stop adding more games. The new expanded Champions League and Club World Cup are only going to make this problem worse. Player welfare needs to come before profit. Second, clubs need to get smarter about load management and prevention. Scientifically backed programs like FIFA's 11+ have been proven to reduce ACL injuries by up to 50%. These programs focus on building core strength, balance, and proper landing techniques. This isn't optional anymore. It's essential. And finally, we need better data. A centralized public injury registry for all top leagues would help researchers truly understand the scale of the problem and what solutions are working. The rise of ACL injuries is more than just a medical issue. It's a threat to the sport itself. It robs us of watching the world's best players, it destroys careers, and it costs clubs hundreds of millions of dollars. The next time you see a headline about another ACL injury, remember it's not just bad luck, it's a systemic failure. It's a pressing trap the sport has set for itself. If you enjoyed this tactical breakdown of football's biggest problem, do us a solid. Like the video, subscribe to False 9 for more content that makes you think, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next analysis. Let us know in the comments which team's tactics you want us to break down next. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep seeing the game differently.